Premier League meeting yesterday approved 5 substitutes for next season. Could I just get your view on it and which way Wolves voted on that? Are you a supporter?
Yes, so I didn't change my opinion since I was in Benfica. So in that, when I was in Benfica, I have the opinion of we can change for 5 with 3 breaks. And last week when they asked me my opinion, I remain my opinion. So I agree with that. So no, it's not a problem for me. And maybe in this season could help me a little bit because in 30 games I need to sub my right backs and left backs 18 times. So forced substitutions, and after I just have 2 to manage the game. So for me, I agree with that. When they ask me my opinion, I agree with that. I give my opinion 5, but with 3 breaks.
Bruno, any early team news ahead of the Villa game, please?
No, just Smedo. So we back on training, but let's see if he's ready and fit to play. So nothing new. Everyone come back. Everyone come back with good news from national teams because every players go to the World Cup. We are just waiting for Tony and Wales if they go or not because everyone they go for the World Cup. So it was a good news and it was a good environment yesterday because everyone come back with that good news.
We know that the incredibly talented Ruben Neves has a knee injury which will keep him out. It has been suggested that the club is having talks with him about signing a new contract. Could you tell us how that process is going?
No, I don't know nothing about that. The only thing I know is, he's doing a fantastic season. I think he's back from what he did in the past, and that's the kind of player that if you want to create a good team, that's the kind of player we can have with us. That's the kind of player we need to look forward to see. That's the big players who can put us in the different level. But look, this is football, and you never know. So for sure he will receive proposal for us. But the way he play, I can see other teams are looking for him also.
Yeah, I was going to say he's an exceptional player, and clearly, obviously, will court interest from other clubs. From Wolverhampton fans that I speak to, they obviously keen for you to hold on to him. Do you hope or expect him to wear the old gold of Wolves again?
Look, what is important to say, and Rúben is doing a fantastic job in Wolves. That it's very hard to find a player like him, especially when we used to call it a defensive midfielder. I prefer to call it a central midfielder, a guy you can defend and a guy you can attack. Sometimes you just have one guy attack, sometimes you just have one guy more who can defend, and he can do both. So, and he can do both. He can score goals and he can do assists. So it's very hard. It's very hard to find. For sure, from my side, he knows my opinion. I want his best for his career. If he prefer to remain with us, for sure we will be happy and stronger. But this is football. You never know. You never know. And when you see that kind of level he's playing and the challenge we give him to be every time more consistent, and it's a big loss for us in the moment. You never know what can happen. Can happen a big team with a big offer, and after we need to analyze what is better for us and what is better for the club and also for the player.
Bruno, you won that extraordinary game at Villa earlier this season. Villa on that day were managed by Dean Smith. We know, of course, they're now managed now by Steven Gerrard. What do you see as the changes in Villa since that side that you played earlier in the season, now under Steven Gerrard?
Look, they changed the system. They changed the system, and come that with a different idea. The system give him a different idea. I remember watching some games from Rangers, especially 2 years ago, Porto Rangers, Benfica Rangers also, and the idea is there, but not with one striker and two wingers. It's a little bit different. It's two strikers and one offensive midfielder. Coutinho is there in that zone. It can be a striker, can move on the right, can move on the left, can play between the lines, can play doing a diamond in the midfielder. So that's the different dynamic. It will be our first time that we're going to play with against a system like that. So one more time, I think it's going to be a big challenge for us because a top player, Gerrard was, have a lot of experience as a manager now. Aston Villa is a massive club with top players, and another good challenge for us to play the way we want to play at home and with our fans.
Bruno, I'm right in saying this is the first time that you have managed a team against a Steven Gerrard team. Clearly,
yes,
you've got huge respect for Steven and what he's done in the game.
No, for sure. When you look for him, when the career he have as a player and also the work he did in the Rangers, it's respect. It's look for he have job done as a player and he have job done as a manager. But tomorrow, when we start the game, it's a lot of respect from them. But after is our will to try to win the game.
Bruno, final question from me. It's been a really good season for you and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Currently 8th, 8 points off the top 4. Has this season's performance surprised you, how good you have been? Did you expect the team to play this well this season? And have you set yourself a target from the remaining 8 games?
Look, I think the surprise for us, it was even for me, it was to, since the beginning we don't do any revolution. We do the evolution for the game we want to play. And I think that in 2 or 3 weeks, and the way we start the season, playing a little more in the ball, play with more in spaces inside, try to lead the game, to try to go to the game, to try to remain more the ball, to control more the games with the ball. Sometimes, and especially when we play with teams where then they come and they are hard to press, we have some problems. We are learning with that. And so I'm happy. I think the way we play, the way we're creating some chances, if we have more goals, we should talk not a good season, but a fantastic season. For the 8 games, what I want, it's what I said 2 weeks ago, especially after Crystal Palace, the way we come back from that game, because it was a poor game from our side. We give a good answer against Watford. We give a good answer against Everton. And 11 against 11 against Leeds, I think we did our best 15 minutes since the first day. So that's the target for us. That's the pressure I do in my players. We need to go with that ambition to play this way. With big confidence, no fear to play this way, because this way give us the points and give us to this moment. You are saying we are doing a good season.
Bruno, thank you. Good luck.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Just on that, Bruno, you really had some momentum going during the course of this season. The first 6 months of the season was really very good for you. Is it in a way quite difficult now, this next 8 games, to maintain the standards that you've set? Is it almost the most difficult part of your season now to finish on what should be a high, instead of it perhaps tailing off?
I think the worst moments was between October and middle of December, to be honest, when we find good performance with bad performance, and it was a little bit inconsistency. I think that was the period when I remember we start playing well the first games. We play. We start to go, and our first one, it was an away game. Remember Watford and Southampton. After we come at home and we did a good performance. Remember Newcastle, Everton, and after that on the away games it was home games good performance, away game bad performance until the middle of December. After that, the game Aston Villa and also especially the game against Chelsea give us a different motivation or confidence to play the way you want to play. We finished December in a good way. January, it was very good for us. And after February, it was hard because we have games 3 in 3 days. But we can see the team try to play the way we want to play more often. It's happened. We have a bad performance against Crystal Palace, but the other games we didn't win. The team were there, try to do the things we planned to do. So that's why I was proud of them, because we learned one more time again after the game against Crystal Palace. We need to understand our opponent. We cannot go too easy way, and the easy way sometimes is to don't play, to find the right man to play and try to play more in the long balls. We don't have that profile of players. That's why I was happy and proud, because what we did after show confidence and character for my players.
The game this weekend, it's not a prime derby for Wolves. Obviously, West Brom would perhaps rate in the fans' eyes a little higher, but it is still has a derby element to it. But is this for the fans? Do you see it in any different way because of that geographical link you have?
I see, to be honest, I see more in the first game, because now just the players just arrived yesterday. The talk was about the national team, but for sure, every game here is important, and especially when it's rivals and derbies and when the cities are near, it's very important. So we know the importance for the fans, and we go with that mentality to win the game.
It doesn't add anything to your approach to the match, though, that it's a local rival.
Every time, look, for us, every time we put our target so high and the pressure so high in the behavior we want for the team, that the other things comes natural from the players, and they know the meaning of the derbies, and they know the meaning of these games. So we don't need to do nothing special, because they already know.
And just analyse, if you can, just a little more Aston Villa as an opposition, as a challenge for you. We talked about the manager changing, the system has changed, but you know they're having a reasonable season. They're a little, perhaps they would argue and admit they're a little inconsistent too. But how do you assess them?
Look, that's the thing. They play with two, like I say, they try to create a diamond. Coutinho is around. He can go on the right. He can come to link the game. The midfielders, they can go on the side. They can come inside, and that's the challenge. How we can control these guys? How can they? The way they come to press us? We need to find the players and the space to attack. So I think it's going to be one more time. So until now we're playing against lines of 5 with 2 or 3 midfielders, against lines of 4 with 3 midfielders or 4 midfielders. And tomorrow, for the first time, we're going to play with a system. It's a diamond and 2 strikers. If you give space for the strikers, they will run in the challenge. They are very good in that, and we have a good memory in the first half. Both strikers are very good. If you give gaps between our defenders, they are there to run. They have good midfielders to do that kind of passes. They just need one touch. They are in front of our goal to shoot. Midfielders very strong. They can go wide, and after they can come inside to link the game. Fullbacks, 90 minutes, they go and back. So I think also for us, they know we are strong, they know we are in good moment. That's why I think we are exciting for tomorrow, because it's going to be a good game, and every time we try to prepare the game, and we want to see if our strategy and the way we prepare the game can match for tomorrow, the strategy, if it's good or not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mike?
Hello, Bruno. Nice to see you.
Hi, Mike.
You must have some very excited players in the club this week, because I mean, we don't know who's going to get selected, but you might have 5 or 6 or maybe more going to the World Cup. How are they doing?
No, I start this press saying that everyone goes to the World Cup. We're just waiting for Tony Roberts because they didn't play. I think they will play in the first days of June to see. So everyone is exciting. The big moments in their careers, and I'm happy. I was supporting everyone, and so I'm happy for them because it's a big moment for everyone.
It's good for the prestige of your club, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meaning that the club is doing the right job through the year. So I'm saying that since the day one, we have a good squad, top players and top men. So they are good men. It's very easy to have a good environment here. It's very easy to work here. The players every time is ready to work the way we want. So it's amazing place because the players, they are good players and good men.
Yes, and I know that you and the club are very proud when players go on international duty and do well. Mm-hmm. Is there a little bit of you, though, as a coach, that is watching the games thinking, just please don't get injured, playing for your countries? Does that come onto your mind during these international breaks?
I think, yeah. Look, when they come from different environments, different things. They come with different systems. They play a little bit in the different positions. That's why the week when they come, we change a little bit our routine. We prefer to training in the afternoon for them to travel in the morning, and we have at least one more day with them to work, and we go specific for the things we need to do in the game. Remember good things that we are doing. So it's more like that's maybe the week where we spend more time in the analysis room to watch the things that we are doing, the things we need to do for the game and the right strategy. Because to be fair, we need to recover because some of them play 2 games with travels. When they come, it's just to recover, to see which one is more ready and fit to play in the next game. Raúl, imagine Raúl cannot play tomorrow, but that's the second time when we go play against Villa that he come just in maybe 24 hours before the game. So we need to take care about this. So we have a lot of players playing around the world. Raúl go to Mexico, one go to Korea. So it's a lot of places we need to take care individual.